The Antarctic deep sea is one of the most mysterious and unexplored ecosystems on our planet. This remote and inhospitable environment harbors a unique array of life forms that have adapted to survive in extreme conditions. The frigid temperatures, high pressures, and perpetual darkness of the deep sea present formidable challenges to exploration and research, yet recent scientific advancements have begun to unveil the secrets of this enigmatic world. The Antarctic deep sea is characterized by its extreme cold, with water temperatures hovering around the freezing point. Despite these harsh conditions, life thrives in surprising abundance and diversity. The ecosystem is shaped by the constant movement of water masses, nutrient upwelling, and the seasonal dynamics of sea ice. These factors create a complex and dynamic environment that supports a wide range of organisms, from microscopic plankton to large marine mammals. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Antarctic deep sea is the presence of hydrothermal vents and cold seeps. These unique geological features provide habitats for specialized communities of organisms that rely on chemosynthesis, rather than photosynthesis. At hydrothermal vents, superheated water rich in minerals gushes from the seafloor, creating a habitat for bacteria that convert chemical energy into organic matter. These bacteria form the base of the food web, supporting a variety of organisms including tube worms, clams, and crabs. Cold seeps, where hydrocarbons like methane seep from the seafloor, host similar chemosynthetic communities, albeit in cooler conditions. The discovery of these chemosynthetic ecosystems in the Antarctic deep sea has revolutionized our understanding of life in extreme environments. The organisms found at hydrothermal vents and cold seeps are uniquely adapted to survive in conditions of high pressure, low temperatures, and complete darkness. These adaptations include specialized enzymes that function optimally at low temperatures, the ability to withstand high levels of toxic chemicals, and symbiotic relationships with chemosynthetic bacteria. The Antarctic deep sea is also home to a remarkable array of benthic organisms, or those that live on or near the seafloor. These include sponges, corals, sea stars, and various types of worms. Many of these species are endemic to the Antarctic region, meaning they are found nowhere else on Earth. The biodiversity of the benthic community is influenced by the unique physical and chemical conditions of the Antarctic deep sea, as well as the availability of food resources. The deep sea floor is covered with a thick layer of sediment that supports a diverse microbial community. These microorganisms play a crucial role in the ecosystem by decomposing organic matter and recycling nutrients. Recent studies have revealed that the microbial diversity in Antarctic deep sea sediments is much higher than previously thought, with many species yet to be identified and described. In addition to the benthic organisms, the Antarctic deep sea is inhabited by a variety of pelagic species, or those that live in the water column. These include fish, squid, and various types of zooplankton. Many of these species exhibit unique adaptations to the cold and dark environment, such as bioluminescence, which they use for communication, predator avoidance, and prey attraction. The deep sea fish community includes species with large eyes adapted to low light conditions and others with reduced or absent eyes that rely on other senses to navigate and hunt. The Antarctic deep sea is also an important habitat for larger marine animals such as seals, whales, and penguins. These animals depend on the rich productivity of the deep sea ecosystem for food. For example, the Antarctic toothfish, a key predator in the deep sea food web, is an important prey species for Weddell seals and other top predators. The presence of these large marine animals highlights the interconnectedness of the Antarctic deep sea ecosystem with a broader Southern Ocean environment. Human activities pose significant threats to the Antarctic deep sea ecosystem. Climate change is causing warming of the Southern Ocean, which can alter the physical and chemical properties of deep sea habitats. Changes in sea ice dynamics and ocean circulation patterns can affect the distribution and abundance of nutrients, with cascading effects on the entire ecosystem. Additionally, ocean acidification, resulting from increased CO2 absorption by the ocean, can impact the health and survival of many deep sea organisms, particularly those with calcium carbonate shells or skeletons, such as corals and some types of plankton. Fishing is another major threat to the Antarctic deep sea ecosystem. Overfishing of key species, such as the Antarctic toothfish, can disrupt the food web and lead to declines in predator populations. Bottom trawling, a method of fishing that involves dragging heavy nets across the seafloor, can cause severe damage to benthic habitats, destroying coral reefs and other important structures that provide habitat for many deep-sea organisms. Efforts to manage and regulate fishing in the Southern Ocean, such as those by the Commission for the Conservation of Antarctic Marine Living Resources (CCAA-MLR), are crucial for protecting the deep-sea ecosystem. Pollution is an additional concern for the Antarctic deep sea. While the region is relatively remote and isolated, pollutants can still reach the deep sea through ocean currents and atmospheric deposition. Persistent organic pollutants (POPs), heavy metals, and microplastics have been detected in Antarctic waters and sediments, posing risks to marine life. These pollutants can accumulate in the food web, leading to toxic effects on top predators and potentially impacting the health of the entire ecosystem. Conservation efforts are essential to protect the Antarctic deep-sea ecosystem. Establishing Marine Protected Areas MPA's strategy for preserving the biodiversity and ecological integrity of the region. MPAs can provide refuges for vulnerable species and habitats, allowing them to recover from human impacts and increasing their resilience to climate change. International cooperation and adherence to the principles of the Antarctic Treaty System, which governs the use and protection of the Antarctic region, are vital for ensuring the long-term conservation of the deep-sea ecosystem. Scientific research plays a crucial role in advancing our understanding of the Antarctic deep sea and informing conservation efforts. Technological advancements, such as remotely operated vehicles ROVs, autonomous underwater vehicles OVs, and advanced sensor systems, have expanded our ability to explore and study the deep sea. These tools enable scientists to conduct detailed surveys of deep-sea habitats, collect samples, and monitor environmental conditions. Long-term monitoring programs are essential for detecting changes in the ecosystem and assessing the effectiveness of conservation measures. The Antarctic deep sea remains one of the last frontiers of scientific exploration. Despite the challenges of working in such a remote and extreme environment, continued research is crucial for uncovering the mysteries of this unique ecosystem. Understanding the adaptations and interactions of deep-sea organisms, as well as the impacts of human activities and climate change, will provide valuable insights into the resilience and vulnerability of the Antarctic deep-sea ecosystem. In conclusion, the Antarctic deep sea is a mysterious and largely unexplored ecosystem that harbors a unique array of life forms adapted to extreme conditions. The presence of hydrothermal vents and cold seeps, along with diverse benthic and pelagic communities, highlights the complexity and richness of this environment. Human activities, including climate change, overfishing, and pollution, pose significant threats to the Antarctic deep sea ecosystem. Conservation efforts, scientific research, and international cooperation are essential for protecting this valuable and fragile ecosystem. By advancing our understanding and implementing effective conservation measures, we can help ensure the long-term health and resilience of the Antarctic deep sea.